Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the Daily's 2A News. I'm going to keep today's video short because, to be honest with you, it gets me pretty heated. I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing the Second Amendment treated as if it's somehow different than all of the other rights. There is no way that anybody would ever stand for the type of restrictions on all of the other rights that you see on the Second Amendment. But that's what we're seeing here in California. So the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has decided to uphold Javier Becerra's request for a stay in Rhode V. Becerra, which is California's ammunition background check law. So what does this mean for Californians? Well, it means that your Second Amendment rights to obtain ammunition is going to continue to be infringed upon for the time being, or at least until this case is over. Now, I'm not sure exactly how long this case could take. If you guys know the court systems, things take forever. They take a really long time. And then if the Ninth Circuit rules in either direction, then the other party has an opportunity to take it up to the Supreme Court, in which case you have to wait for the Supreme Court to even decide whether or not they're going to hear it. And the Supreme Court hasn't been doing a great job of hearing Second Amendment cases lately. So we're not exactly sure what could happen down the road. But for now, this means that that stupid Prop 63 law is going to stay in place, and FFLs and vendors are going to be forced to conduct these background checks. In a lot of cases, getting those false positives, and people who have never done anything wrong are not going to be allowed to purchase ammunition because of a faulty system. Now, when you hear me say faulty system, you might think that I'm talking about the background check system that's denying people. No, I'm not talking about that system. I'm talking about the system of government that would allow something like this to be put in place to begin with. The system of government that we have that is backed by the Ninth Circuit. So we have California government, which is overreaching, unconstitutional, tyrannical. We have the California government who is putting these laws forward, and then we have them being backed up by the Ninth Circuit. So that system right there is a system that, to me, is filled with corruption, and too many people who are care more about their agenda than the actual rule of law and the restrictions that are placed on government by the Constitution. That's what I mean when I say broken system. Yeah, we all know the background check system is totally broken because there shouldn't be any false positives. But in reality, if you want to take it further, it shouldn't exist to begin with. It is the system of government and our legal system that is failing us here. These people are supposed to be representing us, and they're not. They're not representing us. They're actually going against the people. And so, it's a broken system altogether. This law should have never been put into place. Now, yes, it was voted on by the people, and I know that people bring that up in the comment section just about every time. Those, the anti-gunners out there like to say, well, this was voted on. Prop 63 was voted on by the people. Well, you can't simply vote out the Constitution. That's not exactly how it works. You can't simply make a law that says, I want to go ahead and repeal the Second Amendment, and we're going to go ahead and have a vote on it. Whatever happens in that vote, even if the vote is 100% of the population wants to repeal the Second Amendment is still not repealed. So it doesn't matter if the people vote for something. If it's unconstitutional, it's unconstitutional, and that's it. Now, I know I'm kind of rambling on here, but honestly, it just absolutely makes me so angry. We did have one dissenting judge. The one dissenting judge, if you read, I'll go ahead and I'll link it down below, but if you read his dissent, he gets it, okay? He gets it. He looks at things in a legal, methodical way to see whether or not it's constitutional, whether or not there's a burden to the government, whether or not there's a burden to the public, whether or not there's a burden to the plaintiffs, and he looks at it in a methodical way instead of a way that's backed by agenda like the other judges who simply hate the Second Amendment, and if anything comes in front of their desk, they're going to go ahead and side with the government on it. So again, I know I'm rambling here, but I wanted to let you guys know that the stay has been upheld until, or at least through the duration of the rest of the case. So we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you guys up to date. But again, this is Rhode V. Becerra. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day.